Hey guys, what's up? We're back with another video. Today's video is going to be a bike check on all of the bikes I own. So let's get to it. So this is my BMX. I've had this for roughly a year now, and it's performed pretty well. I like this bike a lot. It's very lightweight and fun. And as I grew out of the parts, because this was made in 2014, I upgraded the bars, as well as the seat and the front tire. And I use this for riding Joyride and around skate parks and stuff. And it's a very nice bike. This is my fat bike. It's a Norco. I use this for riding Hilton Falls at the winter. I like this bike a lot. It's pretty light considered being a fat bike, and all the shifters work well and everything. It has 5-inch tires, and it's pretty smooth. I enjoy riding it a lot. The only issue I've ever had with this bike is in the winter, the brakes get very squeaky because they're wet. But other than that, the tires are perfect and they grip really well. This is my Giant Trans 2, my very first full suspension bike. I got this at the Toronto Bike Show 2018, and it was my very first full suspension, so I was still getting used to it when I first got it. But now that I've had it for a while, I enjoy the shocks and how jumpy it is when I go off routes and jumps, and it's perfect for where I ride at Kelso, because it has just enough suspension to take the drops, and I never bottom out, and I never find it's too much. It's perfect. To start off with the components, these are SLX hydraulic disc brakes, and they work really well. Nice. Not much to say about them. My other bikes had pretty similar brakes, but these ones, they work pretty well. One thing with the whole bike is it's all SLX, so it all matches well, and I like that about it. And the handlebars are 780 millimeter, which is pretty wide. My widest bars yet. I enjoy that a lot because it helps me steer better, especially around the corners. But I have had a few issues where I hit trees and actually bail because they're too wide to go through some trees. But other than that, they're really nice. If you look here, I've got a few scratches. I was riding down in some rock faces and slid all the way down the side, and got those huge scuffs. The tires on these bikes are Maxxis High Rollers, which are 22.4 in width and 27.5 in height. These work really well on the rocks and in the mud. I never lose traction, and I enjoy them a lot. These are SLX hydraulic shifters. They work really well. I like them a lot. When you push forward on on the front one, it can also be pulled back, which I like a lot, because I like to pull back on it with my front finger instead of push with my thumb, because I find it's easier, and this one can go both ways. The suspension on this bike is Fox Rhythm 34 with 150mm travel. They work really well. I like them. A few times though they've gotten stuck in and you just have to pump it up to get it to push back out. Other than that though, they're really good. And then for the back, it's 140, which is still quite a lot, and it compresses a lot. I can bounce on it though and get it to go all the way down, so I need to pump that one up a bit more. But it can take drops no problem. And for the dropper post, it just came from the factory with Giant. Works well, I have no problem with it. I just wish it could come up a bit faster. But yeah, it's everything's good on this bike. I recommend buying this bike if you're looking for a new one. It's very popular. And make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.